there, ARMY pop lovers and music dreamers from all around the world. Welcome back to Entertainment Edition, the channel where icons rise, legends are celebrated, and stories that shape our global culture are told. Today we're talking about one of the most iconic, influential, and boundary-shattering groups of the 21st century. Yes, you guessed it. It's the boys who went from a small agency in Seoul to ruling global stages from London to Los Angeles. This is how BTS changed the global music industry forever. Grab your light sticks, and let's take a deep dive into a story that changed music history. It all began on June 13, 2013. BTS debuted with their single No More Dream under a virtually unknown agency at the time, Big Hit Entertainment, which had nowhere near the resources of K-pop's Big Three. No flashy debuts, no glitzy funding, no guarantees. But what BTS had was authenticity. From day one, they positioned themselves differently, tackling real issues like academic pressure, mental health, and societal expectations. RM, Suga, and J-Hope, who all came from underground rap scenes, helped shape a lyrical honesty rarely seen in mainstream pop. The other members, Jin, Jimin, V, and Jungkook, brought raw emotion, performance power, and an undeniable connection to fans. Their early albums, such as Oh, Are You Late Too, and School Love Affair, told stories young people across the globe could relate to even if they didn't understand Korean. And so, the story of the underdog began not with media hype, but with hard work, real stories, and relentless hustle. When BTS named their fanbase ARMY in 2013, it wasn't just a cute name, it became one of the most powerful forces in music history. BTS didn't build fans, they built a community. They went live on V-Live just to chat casually. They dropped Bangtan bombs, run BTS episodes, behind-the-scenes vlogs, things most stars would never reveal. And ARMY responded, translating content into dozens of languages, streaming videos night and day, and organizing grassroots fan projects. Did you know? In 2021, BTS's fandom generated over $1 billion in economic activity during the Permission to Dance tour, without even performing in person. From Times Square to Tokyo Dome, from streaming parties in Peru to charity drives in Kenya, ARMY proved that a fandom could be both fierce and philanthropic. They were no longer just fans, they were part of a movement. Before BTS, it was almost unthinkable that a non-English-speaking act could dominate Western charts. But BTS didn't just challenge that idea, they shattered it. From I Need You to Blood, Sweat, Tears, Spring Day, Fake Love, and Boy With Love, BTS consistently charted worldwide without switching to English lyrics. In 2020, they released Dynamite, their first English-language single, and it debuted at #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It was followed by more #1 hits like Butter and Permission to Dance. But what's even more powerful is what came next. They returned to Korean with Life Goes On, and it still debuted at #1, a first in history. It sent a clear message to the world. You don't need to speak English to make it global. Art transcends language. Let's talk stats, because BTS didn't just break records, they set new ones. Over 44 million albums sold across South Korea alone. Over 2 billion Spotify streams for Dynamite. The first K-pop act to perform at the Grammy Awards. Over 1 million concert goers from 3 continents during the Love Yourself, Speak Yourself tour. First Asian group in history to sell out Wembley Stadium twice. And in 2022, BTS made history again when all 7 members charted individually on Billboard's Hot 100 through solo projects. No other group has achieved such a feat. The world had to ask, is this a band or a cultural supernova? Where most pop songs deal with love and partying, BTS went deeper. They tackled depression, anxiety, burnout, identity, social pressure, and purpose. Tracks like The Last by Agus D, Suga, opened up about suicidal thoughts and trauma. Epiphany by Jin explored the journey of learning to love oneself. Answer: Love Myself tied directly to their UNICEF campaign for anti-violence. This wasn't just brave, it was groundbreaking. BTS made it okay for fans to talk about what hurts. In a world often obsessed with perfection, they promoted healing. And they didn't stop with lyrics. They funded school programs, donated to social causes, and raised millions through UNICEF's Love Myself campaign, encouraging youth around the globe to find their worth. The traditional music model was simple: label, controlled promotion, one-way marketing, and slow global rollout. BTS, they flipped that script. Weverse, their own fan community app, no third-party gatekeepers. Bang Bang Con, their virtual concert series drew over 50 million viewers during the pandemic. Online ticketed concerts broke records, with fans tuning in from over 190 countries. Merch drops, mobile games, NFTs, webtoons, you name it, they did it. While major Western artists stuck to the label-driven formula, BTS and HYBE created an ecosystem. They didn't just build a band, they built a brand empire. And today, HYBE owns stakes in labels like Scooter Braun's Ithaca Holdings, home to Justin Bieber and Ariana Grande. It's no longer East versus West. It's global, and BTS led the charge. In 2018, BTS spoke at the United Nations, urging young people to speak yourself. They returned again in 2021 as presidential envoys for future generations and culture, representing South Korea's commitment to peace, culture, and inclusion. And in 2022, they visited the White House, standing alongside U.S. President Joe Biden to speak out against Asian hate. They're not just musical icons, they're cultural ambassadors. And unlike celebrities who shy away from politics, BTS chose courage. They showed that music can matter socially, politically, emotionally. In 2022, BTS announced a temporary pause on group activities to focus on solo projects and military enlistment. The fandom cried, celebrated, and waited. And what followed? A storm of solo excellence. Jungkook's 7 broke global Spotify records. Jimin's Like Crazy became the first Korean soloist to debut at #1 on Billboard Hot 100. RM's Indigo, Suga's D-Day, J-Hope's Jack in the Box, and more showed artistic versatility like never before. Jin, even during enlistment, broke the internet with The Astronaut. Each member proved they're not just part of BTS, they're individually powerful artists. But what's more exciting? They've promised they'll be back. So, what is BTS's true legacy? It's not just the records, not just the stadiums, not even the awards. It's this. They taught the world that you don't have to change who you are to succeed. You can lead with kindness, vulnerability, and art, and still become the biggest band on earth. They made the world listen to a new sound, a new language, a new message. They opened the doors for artists across Asia and broke stereotypes that existed for decades. Whether you're an ARMY, a music historian, or just discovering them now, one thing is clear. BTS didn't just change the music industry, they changed the world. Woo! What a ride! And guess what? We're just getting started. The future of BTS is still being written, and we'll be right here covering every beat, every comeback, and every solo journey. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you never miss a beat here on Entertainment Edition. Let us know in the comments, which BTS moment changed your life the most, or what's your favorite track from their discography? We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, this is Entertainment Edition, and as always, Borahae.